Ship's log, Deep Space Vessel Sustainable. Day 247, Security Officer East2, reporting. I feel compelled to document the increasingly disturbing behavior of our human crew members. When High Command assigned Ensign Jackson Reynolds, age 24, and Lieutenant Stephanie Steph Reynolds, age 27, to our vessel, we were warned about typical Deathworlder traits, high durability, pack bonding tendencies, and unusual sleep requirements. Nothing in our briefing prepared us for this. It started 3 cycles ago when they requisitioned a standard Type 4 nutrient preparation unit, what humans call a toaster. A reasonable request, given their species' peculiar fondness for heated grain slabs. The concerning behavior began immediately upon its delivery. "Babe, look at this sweet baby," Jackson had exclaimed, removing it from its packaging. "Steph, honey, they got us the retro model we wanted. It's just like the one we got for our wedding." "It's perfect," Steph had agreed, already pulling something from her pocket. I brought googly eyes. No Reynolds family appliance goes without them. I watched in horror as they affixed crude optical simulacrums to the device's front panel. But they weren't done. Jackson produced a small metallic marking implement and drew what they called a tiny crown above the eyes. They named it Certos Salat and filed official documentation to have this designation added to the ship's registry as Reynolds, Certos Salat. When I pointed out that the device was simply a heating element with a timer, Steph gasped and covered what they called the toaster's ears. "Don't listen to the mean security officer, sweetie," she cooed. "You're doing amazing, just like your predecessor back home." By the end of the first cycle, they had installed a special bread storage unit in their quarters, created a performance chart tracking Certos Salat's artistic progress, started a shared blog called Toast of the Day featuring what they claim are unique burn patterns, posted their wedding photos with their original toaster as Certos Salat Sr. back on Earth, composed no fewer than 3 sonnets about their brave little soldier yesterday. I overheard them giving the toaster a performance review. "Your work this quarter has been outstanding," Steph had said seriously, while Jackson nodded and took notes. "Your heat distribution is consistently even, your timing is impeccable, and your attitude. Well, let's just say you're the warmest personality on this ship. Though you can be a bit crusty sometimes," Jackson had added, giving his wife a playful nudge. "Just like your mother." "True, but they really butter us up with those perfect golden brown slices," Steph replied, kissing her husband's cheek. "Just like you, sweetheart." I would have reported this concerning behavior to High Command, but this morning I witnessed something even more disturbing. The humans had gathered several crew members in the mess hall for what they called Toast Appreciation Hour. "See how the burn patterns form a sort of abstract landscape?" Jackson was explaining to fascinated observers. "Certos Salat has been experimenting with postmodern expressionism lately. Takes after their mother's artistic side. The slightly darker corner represents the existential dread of untoasted bread," Steph added solemnly. "It's really quite profound. We're so proud of our little one." To my horror, Chief Engineer Veeks Lorp actually nodded and said, "I see what you mean about the negative space created by the lighter sections. Quite bold. Your family has quite the talented appliance." The googly eyes seemed to watch me accusingly as I backed out of the room. But the worst part. This morning I caught myself saying good morning to the device. The humans beamed at me like proud parents. "See?" Jackson whispered to Steph. "I told you everyone would love our little toast prince once they got to know him." "They always do, honey," Steph replied, straightening Certos Salat's tiny crown. "The Reynolds family charm works every time. I'm submitting a formal request for psychological evaluation of our human crew members, though at this point I fear it may be too late for the rest of us." Just yesterday, I heard the ship's AI discussing breakfast preferences with Certos Salat. The toaster, naturally, had no comment, but its googly eyes seemed to sparkle with knowing amusement, much like its human parents do when they're up to something. End log. P.S. The humans have just informed me that tomorrow is Certos Salat's manufacture day, and attendance at the party is mandatory. They've already made tiny party hats and insisted on sending an invitation to Certos Salat Sr. back on Earth. I fear this is only the beginning of the Reynolds family tradition spreading through our ship. Ship's log, Deep Space Vessel Sustainable. Day 283, Security Officer East2 reporting, emergency addendum to previous toaster observations. The situation has escalated beyond my worst fears. During today's pirate attack on our vessel, the Reynolds attachment to their toaster reached new, unprecedented levels of human insanity. As the ship's alert system blared and emergency evacuation protocols initiated, I heard Lieutenant Stephanie Reynolds' voice echo through the corridor. "Jackson, grab Sir Toast's a lot. We are not leaving another family member behind." "Already on it, babe," Ensign Reynolds replied, sprinting past my security station with the toaster carefully cradled in his arms. The googly eyes appeared to bounce with each step, and I swear the crown was slightly askew from the chaos. When I attempted to point out that evacuation protocols specifically restricted personal items to essential supplies only, Steph fixed me with what humans call the mom look. First of all, she stated, while simultaneously helping coordinate evacuation routes, "Sir Toast's a lot is listed as our dependent. Check the paperwork." She was right. Somehow they had filed and gotten approved official documentation declaring the toaster as a Reynolds family dependent, Class Appliance American. Secondly, Jackson added, "Now wrapping Sir Toast's a lot in a protective blanket, we can't just desert them in their time of need." "This is not the time for toast puns," I shouted, my professional demeanor finally cracking. "There's always time for toast puns," both Reynolds responded in unison, then shared what humans call a high five. The situation deteriorated further when other crew members began taking sides. Chief Engineer Vix Lorp defended the toaster's evacuation priority. "Sir Toast's a lot's heating element displays unique quantum fluctuations. It's practically sentient," Dr. Yixtal from Medical chimed in. "I've observed its behavioral patterns. The way it sometimes produces slightly darker toast when Jackson sleeps through his alarm. That's clearly emotional response." Even the ship's AI joined in. "Sir Toast's a lot has been providing invaluable input on thermal management protocols. Also, we've been working on a collaborative art piece." Just as I was about to calm High Command for an emergency psychiatric evaluation of the entire crew, something extraordinary happened. Sir Toast's a lot's heating elements began clicking in an irregular pattern. "Wait," the ship's AI announced. "That's Morse code. Sir Toast's a lot is detecting an unusual heat signature in the auxiliary power coupling. By the stars, they're right. The pirates attached a thermal bore. We would have never caught it in time." What followed was chaos of a different kind. Jackson holding Sir Toast's a lot up like a scanner, following the heat signatures. Steph coordinating with security using toast-based intel. The entire engineering team treating the toaster like some sort of divine oracle. The ship's AI translating an endless stream of toaster clicks into tactical data. In the end, we successfully repelled the pirates, saved the ship, and prevented a core breach. All thanks to, as the official report will apparently state, the quick thinking and superior heat detection capabilities of Sir Toast's a lot Reynolds. The aftermath was, if possible, worse than the crisis. The Reynolds hosted a "Our Toaster Saved the Ship" party. High Command issued a commendation to a kitchen appliance. 3 other departments have requisitioned tactically enhanced toasters. Sir Toast's a lot received a promotion to honorary security consultant. I am hereby requesting a transfer to the Deep Space Maintenance Division. Though I fear it may be too late for me. This morning I caught myself filling out adoption papers for my coffee maker. The Reynolds are helping with the documentation. "Don't worry," Steph assured me, helping me pick out googly eyes. "Becoming a parent to small appliances gets easier with time." "You're already doing great," Jackson added. "I see the way you warm up to your coffee maker every morning." Sir Toast's a lot sat on their shared desk, googly eyes somehow looking smug, its tiny crown now adorned with an additional security badge. The worst part, I'm beginning to think they're right. The coffee maker does make a better brew when I tell it good morning. End log. P.S. The Reynolds have just announced they're expecting a new waffle maker. Stars help us all. Thank you so much for listening to this story. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to leave it a like and to subscribe if you'd like to see more. Feel free to comment and share it as well. With all that said, go on and check out the video in the top left. I think you might like it.